Hello again, Darren Markowitz here from D Guitars Miami with another edition of This Week in Cool Custom Guitar Restorations. This week's particular instrument is a 70s Gibson SG that belongs to my buddy Joe Bravo of the band Lazy Bones. And he brought it to me because whoever owned it before him had painted it in a horrible black finish. It looked like shoe polish. And he attempted to strip off part of it, and it wasn't really going well. So he brought it to me to basically completely strip it and refinish it. And he wanted it to be finished in that classic walnut color that you see on a lot of the 70s SGs. So I did it in an antique walnut, and I finished it with high gloss lacquer afterwards. I had to remove all the hardware, of course. I had to repair one corner of the headstock that was lifting, and there was a chunk of wood missing out of it. So I basically rebuilt this corner, and then I did the entire finish. I think it came out really well. You can see the shine that it's got. It's got a gorgeous shine to it. I did it the way Gibson typically did it in the 70s, where it wasn't a completely flat finish. It was, you know, you can feel the grain. It's nice and polished. It's a nice, you know, it's a nice solid lacquer to it. That way it would be period correct. I even reinstalled the little round gaskets that go around the tailpiece posts. It's a very cool guitar. It's got that harmonica bridge by Schaller. It's got the sealed Gibson pickups that they were completely epoxied on the bottom, so you can't even take the cover off. It's got an ebony fingerboard with the smaller pearl block inlays, Gibson die-cast tuners with the tulip buttons, and I had to clean the pots because they were scratchy. Now she sounds like a glorious SG. It's interesting because it's got a skinny 1 9/16 inch nut, so it's a very small neck. It's small for me anyway, but it's very comfortable. This guitar totally evokes like that Frank Zappa look. I mean, it really does. It reminds me a lot of Frank Zappa, especially with the bat wing. So I did a full setup. The intonation is perfect, so you can play chords all the way up. All the controls work nicely. Tone, bridge volume, neck volume, neck tone. Of course, it's best to use an angle plug when playing one of these SGs. I have the action set at about 1/16 of an inch, so it's nice and low. Very fast playing guitar. Alright, so you heard how it sounds clean. Let's put some distortion on it. Total rock machine. Let's kick it up a notch. I have to remember it's got very light strings on it, and I usually play with 11, so I'm kind of overbending. and it maintains tuning very, very well. I mean, I just put the strings on maybe an hour ago. Big glorious noise. This is a very, very cool guitar. It's a rock machine. It really is. It's the quintessential rock machine. Another thing that's really cool about this is that unlike most SGs, this one, the neck pickup, is right against the end of the fingerboard, just like on a Les Paul, because the way they redid the design of the neck heel for this particular run. The neck actually sits a little deeper into the body. Doesn't really affect the playability at all, but it puts the neck pickup back at that sweet spot, which is great because that's usually missing on SGs. So this one is actually, it's more of a Les Paul than it is an SG, even though it's a very thin Les Paul. So, Joe, I think you're going to be very happy with this guitar. Okay, so that's enough out of me. Until next time, if you have a guitar that needs a restoration job, such as a refinish like this, or new frets, broken headstock repaired, new tuners installed, electronics, whatever, or if you have a guitar idea in mind that you would like to have built, don't hesitate to give me a call at 305-896-1811. Until next time, Doran Markowitz from D Guitars Miami. Thanks for watching and have a great day.